only played in 2 conference tournaments, and I lost both, like first rounds of both. So mine was real short. Both was in the Southland Conference, yeah. So I don't have too much of a tournament experience at all. So I'm just ready to get out there and compete.
This is dangerous. If they're hitting, they're hitting. They got the green light. Their guards go. I think like all 3 of their guards average over 15 points. So if we got to play against UMass, we got to sit down, and it's more of a player's game. You got to make plays. You got to sit down defensively and stop them. And Rhode Island is just coached. They have their coaches' characteristics. Really tough-minded. They pound the ball in the paint. They have really good players. So, I mean, for the most part, we understand both teams' formulas, and we're just trying to lock in on ourselves.
To win it, every time I've ever went to a conference tournament, I've kind of been like already the underdog, and we're kind of the second. We are the second seed, so it's a different perspective as well. As us being the sheriff for the first place, so it's like a totally different realm than what I'm used to.
Kudos to Dayton fans for preparing us. If we could congratulate them for anything, thank you, because we came out for the layup line, and Doug was the first one. He's like, "This feels like the NCAA tournament." And it definitely did. And their fans, they packed it up. They were rowdy. And even though we had a few chances to win, I mean, you don't necessarily lose. You win and you learn. So we learned a lot from that game, and I think we're prepared for anything else from that point on.
You don't have to do everything. You can kind of affect the game in multiple ways than just scoring. That's all I was really used to, was just scoring the ball and rebounding, because I was really good at rebounding. But that I could play defense, I could guard the best guy, I could help my teammates be in the right spots, and just kind of take a role. That's one of the things I learned this year, was just take a role and be part of a bigger thing than myself.
I try to avoid it as much as possible, because you can't control none of that right now. Some teams lose and your seeding goes higher. Some teams win and you're back in the first 4 in or whatever. So you can't really control it. But, I mean, we understand that we need to win Friday. We don't put any pressure on the guys, but I don't think I need to, because guys are hungry and our back's against the wall, so why not? So for the most part, I think we've done enough to win thus far. We're still regular season champs. It may not feel like it because we lost our last game, but we're still champions. So I think we've done enough, but we still got a lot more work to do.
I really never thought about it. I just wanted to get better at basketball, and I knew we were going to win. So that's the 2 things I was focused on. Like, I worked on my jump shot. It's been going good, and we've been winning. So I got the 2 things I wanted out of it. So, yeah.
That was probably the second best atmosphere I've been in conference, next to St. Louis my freshman year. So I don't think a neutral court could ever simulate that type of environment for us, even though our fans are extremely engaged with it, and they come to Brooklyn, deep as up to about 5,000. So if anything, it'll be more of a home court advantage if we're in a neutral site like Brooklyn. But no, nothing matches what happened in Dayton.
Yeah, I want a little bit of UMass, but I mean, like, again, if they don't win, it don't really matter. We're just focused on, whoever we play is going to get our best shot, because, we just came off a loss. So our mind frame is just to win.
Yeah, it does surprise me. I'm used to it. I was just telling Korey, like, our band, we have buses. We have half of the arena all black and gold. But once you're out there and you make a shot in a raw in Brooklyn, is the same way, similar to Siegel Center. It still amazes me to an extent.